No one dreams of growing old in an institution. But for millions of American seniors, the question becomes impossible to ignore. Should I stay in my home, or is it time to move into a nursing facility? This decision is deeply personal and deeply emotional. It's about more than just safety, cost, or convenience. It's about dignity, comfort, trust, and asking yourself, what does a good life look like now? In this video, we're going to walk through 8 crucial comparisons that can help you or your loved ones make the right call. We'll look at safety, cost, emotional well-being, family impact, and more. You won't hear marketing pitches or sugar-coated answers. Just real talk about what each path offers and what it quietly takes away. Because whether you're an older adult weighing your future or an adult child trying to do what's best, you deserve clarity. And you deserve options rooted in honesty, not fear. By the end, you'll have a clearer sense of what truly fits your life, your health, and your heart. So, take a breath. You're not alone in this. Let's figure it out together. Number 1. Safety and health monitoring. When health becomes unpredictable, safety is often the first concern that pushes families to consider a nursing home. In a nursing home, one of the biggest advantages is around-the-clock medical supervision. Nurses are available 24/7. Trained staff handle medications, and emergency help is just a call button away. For those with complex conditions, this constant access to care can feel like a safety net. But the truth is, even with all that staff, attention is divided. Many facilities are understaffed, and residents may feel like just another chart in a binder. Infection risk is also higher in communal settings, especially during flu season or unexpected outbreaks. And the daily routine? It's rigid. Meals, medications, even bedtime all follow a schedule that may not match your natural rhythm. Now compare that with aging in place. Living at home offers comfort beyond measure. The bed you've slept in for years, the bathroom you know by heart, these small details actually reduce the risk of falls and confusion. It's familiar, it's soothing, and often, it just feels right. But when something goes wrong, a fall, a stroke, a medication mix-up, help may not be immediate. Unless the home is equipped with smart monitoring, emergency systems, or in-home care, the response time can be dangerously slow. So what's the bottom line? If you have a serious medical condition or declining mobility, a nursing home offers medical readiness that's hard to beat. But if you're still mostly healthy and value your comfort and autonomy, aging in place with the right supports can be both safe and satisfying. Up next, let's talk about what no one likes to talk about: cost. Because both paths come with price tags, but one might surprise you. Number 2. Cost and financial impact. Let's face it, for most families, money talks. And when it comes to elder care, it speaks loud. Nursing homes come with one clear advantage. Everything is bundled. Meals, utilities, care, even some recreational activities. One monthly bill, no surprises. It's predictable, and for some, that makes budgeting easier. But here's the truth. The average cost in the US ranges between $7,000 to $10,000 per month, and that's for a semi-private room. Most of this isn't covered by Medicare, unless it's short-term rehab. So unless you've planned carefully or qualify for Medicaid, that all-inclusive price can drain a lifetime of savings in just a few years. On the other hand, aging in place feels like the more affordable route, and sometimes it is. Many seniors already own their homes, which means no rent or mortgage. Groceries, utilities, and maintenance are familiar costs. But here's where it gets tricky. Staying safe and independent at home isn't free. Home modifications like stair lifts, walk-in tubs, or ramps add up. In-home care, even part-time, is costly. And then there's transportation, if you can no longer drive. These hidden expenses sneak in, slowly but together. They can rival the price of institutional care. The takeaway? If your care needs are low to moderate, Aging in place can absolutely be more cost-effective, especially with support from family or community. But as health declines or needs grow, the gap in cost narrows fast. Planning ahead financially and logistically makes all the difference. Number 3. Emotional and mental well-being. When we think of getting older, we often focus on physical needs. But emotional well-being, that's just as important, maybe even more. In a nursing home, there's built-in social interaction. Bingo nights, exercise classes, group meals. On paper, it sounds like a bustling community, and for some residents, it truly is. The chance to talk, laugh, and share stories with peers can be uplifting. But for others, the reality feels different. The loss of independence, the sterile hallways, the sense of being put somewhere, it can weigh heavily on the heart. Many residents experience a quiet grief for their former life. They may feel watched rather than free. And without regular visits from loved ones, that built-in social life often isn't enough to fill the emotional gap. Aging in place, by contrast, offers deep emotional comfort. There's a quiet peace in being surrounded by your own memories, the chair you rocked your grandchild in, the table where holidays were shared. Autonomy feeds confidence. Decisions are still yours to make. But the biggest risk? Isolation. If friends move away, or if adult children are busy, the silence can grow loud. Loneliness isn't about being alone, it's about feeling forgotten. And when there's no one to share a morning coffee or a laugh at the end of the day, mental health can quietly slip. So what's the balance? Staying at home can nourish your emotional roots, but you have to water them. That might mean joining local clubs, scheduling regular calls, or finding creative ways to stay connected. Nursing homes can offer connection, but only if they also honor your independence and humanity. Number 4. Family involvement and burden. No matter how strong or independent you are, aging is never a solo journey. Family always plays a role. But the question is, how big a role do they want, and can they manage? In a nursing home, one of the biggest advantages is the reduction of day-to-day responsibilities for adult children. There's peace of mind, knowing professionals are managing medication, hygiene, meals, and emergencies. But that relief comes with a cost. Many families experience guilt, wondering if they did the right thing, questioning if their parent feels abandoned. There's also less spontaneous connection. No surprise visits, fewer shared dinners, and the day-to-day moments often vanish into scheduled weekend check-ins or rushed calls. That distance can erode closeness, even when love remains strong. Aging in place, on the other hand, often fosters more togetherness. Grandkids can drop by after school. A quick coffee visit turns into a heart-to-heart. There's a rhythm that feels natural, even beautiful. But the flip side? When care needs grow, so does the pressure. Children might have to balance work, their own families, and now caregiving. The emotional toll can be enormous, and resentment, though rarely voiced, can bubble beneath the surface. Financial strain, physical exhaustion, and caregiver burnout are very real risks. So what's the takeaway? Aging at home can strengthen family bonds, but only if everyone is honest about what they can give. Nursing homes relieve the physical burden, but sometimes at the cost of emotional closeness. The key is clarity. Families must communicate openly, set boundaries, and find support where it's needed, whether that's professional help at home or more involvement in the nursing home environment. Number 5. Daily routines and independence. Our daily rhythms, when we eat, sleep, move, or relax, shape how we feel. And for many seniors, maintaining control over these routines isn't just about comfort, it's about dignity. In nursing homes, routines are structured by design. Meals are served at set times. Medications follow strict schedules. Staff assist with bathing, dressing, and getting to group activities. For some, especially those who thrive with predictability or need consistent reminders, This structure can be stabilizing. It offers a sense of security, but for others, it feels stifling. Want to sleep in late? Not always an option. Feel like eating something different? Not on the menu. Even the little things, like when you shower or what blanket you use, can feel like decisions you no longer get to make. Over time, this loss of control can chip away at self-esteem. By contrast, aging in place gives you full autonomy. You decide when to eat, what to cook, what music to play, when to nap, or whether today is a robe and slippers kind of day. That freedom nurtures identity and confidence, especially when health allows. However, as cognitive or physical limitations increase, those once comforting routines can begin to unravel. Meals get skipped, medications are forgotten, the house becomes disorganized. Without some level of support or planning, independence can slowly turn into neglect. So what's the real difference? Aging in place offers the beautiful gift of living on your own terms, as long as you're capable of doing so safely. Nursing homes may restrict that flexibility, but they also ensure that no routine essential to health gets missed. The choice comes down to balance. How much structure do you need, and how much freedom can you safely enjoy? Number 6. Personal identity and dignity. At any age, we want to feel like ourselves, not a case file, not a room number, not just the elderly lady in bed 3. This need doesn't disappear with age. In fact, it becomes even more important. In nursing homes, there's an effort to allow residents to personalize their space. A family photo here, a favorite blanket there. And for many staff, caregiving is done with deep respect. But in a system designed for efficiency and safety, individuality often takes a back seat. Schedules are shared. Rooms may look nearly identical. Medical needs dominate. Even with kindness all around, many seniors quietly say they feel erased, known only by their medication list, not their life story. Their passions, achievements, humor slowly fade into the background. Aging in place, meanwhile, wraps you in reminders of who you are. The books on your shelf, the scent of your kitchen, the creaky chair that's held 1,000 conversations. Your home tells your story, and living in it reinforces your sense of self. But there's a catch. If declining mobility or cognitive challenges prevent you from engaging with those familiar joys, identity can still suffer. You might feel stuck in the past, or like the world is moving on without you. The bottom line? Your environment should reflect who you are, not reduce you to what you need. At home, this often comes naturally, but only if care doesn't begin to overwhelm comfort. In nursing homes, it takes intentional effort to preserve identity within a structured system. So when choosing where to age, ask, will this place still let me feel like me? Number 7. Quality of care. When it comes to aging, few things matter more than the quality of care you receive. It's not just about staying alive, it's about how you live. In nursing homes, the care system is designed to be professional and regulated. Staff are trained, safety protocols are in place, and there's medical oversight. For many families, that brings peace of mind. But here's the reality behind the paperwork. Staff are often stretched thin. One caregiver may be responsible for multiple residents with complex needs. That means rushed interactions, missed details, and a lack of the personal touch that makes someone feel truly cared for. It's not always about bad intentions. It's about the limits of a system that runs on tight budgets and high turnover. Aging in place, on the other hand, allows for more choice and customization. You can select caregivers, adjust routines, and create a team that suits your exact needs. This flexibility can be empowering, especially if you or your family are hands-on in the process. But it's not without risks. Finding trustworthy, skilled help isn't always easy. Care can be inconsistent, and coordinating multiple services, from home aides to physical therapy to transportation, can be exhausting and expensive. If oversight is lacking, even a well-meaning caregiver may miss a red flag or make a costly mistake. So what's the truth? Quality of care has less to do with where you are, and more to do with who is caring for you and how involved your support system is. The best setup is one where the people around you are consistent, compassionate, and attentive, whether that's at home or in a facility. Number 8. Future flexibility and planning. One of the hardest truths about aging is that nothing stays the same. Health can shift. Needs can grow. What works beautifully today might not work tomorrow. So, the question isn't just, where do I want to be? It's, will this still work in 5 years? In nursing homes, the appeal lies in their long-term consistency. You move in once, and many of your changing needs are accounted for. As mobility declines or memory fades, the infrastructure is already there. Medical care, meals, safety, all on site. For families, that's reassuring. There's no scrambling to add services or hire extra help. But there's a catch. Once you move in, it's hard to go back. Leaving a nursing home often means major logistical and financial hurdles. And if it turns out you're unhappy there, your options may be limited. The decision, once made, can feel like a point of no return. Aging in place, on the other hand, gives you more flexibility. You can make changes gradually, install grab bars 1 year, hire part-time help the next, explore adult day programs if needed. You retain control over how and when support is added, which can feel deeply empowering. But this freedom can come at a cost. If your condition changes quickly, and you haven't planned ahead, your family may be left scrambling. An unexpected fall, a sudden illness, and now you're facing rushed decisions in a moment of crisis. That's when the lack of a solid plan can undo years of comfort. The takeaway? Aging in place offers adaptability, but only if it's backed by realistic, forward-looking planning. Nursing homes offer stability, but at the expense of reversibility. Whichever path you choose, think ahead. The goal isn't just to age well today, but to age wisely for the years to come. At the end of the day, there's no perfect answer, only the one that fits you best. A nursing home might offer security, structure, and around-the-clock care, but it can also bring emotional trade-offs and financial strain. Aging in place offers comfort, control, and familiarity, but only if your health and support system can keep up. So, ask yourself, what matters most to you? Safety, independence, closeness to family, peace of mind. And more importantly, what will matter most in 5 years? These aren't easy decisions, and they shouldn't be made in a rush or under pressure. Talk with your loved ones. Explore your options while you still have them. Because the best plan isn't just about where you live, it's about how you want to live. And if this video helped clarify something for you, consider sharing it with a friend who might be facing the same questions. You never know who might need to hear it. Take care of yourself and your future, because you deserve to age with dignity, not just safety.